Well, I was hoping things would go down on the first day, but looks like they're gonna take a while for that to happen. That kid like, you bringing all these suckers into our house, man? Come on. We ain't got that many chairs. Some of y'all gotta sit on the floor. With that, Reen and the students were treated to lunch on the second floor of the store Tao's family owned.
Sorry for showing up in a big crowd like this.
Oh, nonsense. We've been dying to meet
You
you.
met us.
We always knew she went to the same school as the Ashen Chevalier. But when we found out you two were co-workers now, we knew we had to invite you over.
Hey, Auntie!
Don't get cocky, Reen Schwarzer. You may be famous, but don't think for a second I'll let some dumb celeb like you get with Toa.
Hey, Kai, you're being very rude right now.
I grew up at lively dinner tables like this, so I feel right at home. Yes, it's been some time since I've sat down to such an animated meal. Oh, sorry, Kurt. You were waiting for your mom, weren't you? No, I told her I'd be heading back once we were done with our field exercises. Hey, can I get seconds over here? Of course, dear, I made plenty, so go right ahead and stuff yourselves. Hope you girls aren't holding back because you're worried about gaining weight or anything like that. No, if anything, I'd actually like to gain weight. Altina, dear, words like that are apt to make women the world over your enemies. We're all a bunch of good kids. From the sound of it, the class she's in charge of is full of a bunch of characters too. Yeah, but they're all hard workers, every one of them. Tawa most of all, though. She helped me more times than I can count. She's pretty much always been like that. Her parents and her grandfather probably played a big part in all that. Or in that. I see. I might have told you, but her parents were scholars. But they passed away when she was young, so she was raised by her grandfather. He was a scholar, too. Pretty important in the scholarly world, actually. He used to be a director at the Imperial Museum you guys visited this morning. How do you know about that? All right, I heard about that. He was a famous astronomer. Yeah, you heard about that because Tawa told you. Yes, but he too passed away a few years ago. He was already very intelligent, but after that, she began studying even harder. Or she was. To the point where she started to get top grades out of all the schools in Heimdallar. I thought she'd be going to the Imperial Institute, but she took a scholarship to go to a military academy instead. At first, I assumed she did it because she didn't want us to worry about paying her tuition, but it seems she had a different reason. Come to think of it, I never asked her why she chose to enroll at Thor's. I was worried about her, since she has a habit of pushing herself too hard. As far as we're concerned, she's our adorable niece and an irreplaceable part of our family. Well, I'll try to help her out as much as I can at work. How about that? Why do that? There's a much simpler way for a man to support a woman. Huh. She is a bit petite and childlike, but she's adorable and great with housework. You two work in the same place, so why not just take her as your wife and let her quit? Oh my gosh. Now, Martha, these days it's perfectly normal for a husband and wife to work in the same place. Sure, maybe until they have kids. Oh, but we could help you to take care of your little ones if you need it. Aunt Martha, Uncle Fred, stop. After lunch was finished, coffee was served. The delicious aroma of roasted beans wafted through the house. Tawa invited Reen to her room to discuss something. She's gonna stop being an instructor after this year. I'm calling it now. she's gonna become an astronomer or something, I don't know. Maybe she's gonna become the next principal. I don't know. She's a top member of Ouroboros. I don't know. Oh, so this is your room, huh? Basically a bunch of bookshelves.
Don't look too closely. It's not very girly, is it?
Seen that picture all over the place, though. Can you be a little bit more unique?
I was thinking about eventually giving this room to Kai, but they all said it was too early to move all my things out.
Her family must really cherish her. There are so many books here. Did you buy all these?
Oh, no. Most of them were my parents. They studied politics and economics, so a big chunk of the books are on those two topics.
Oh, wow.
The room next door was my grandpa's office. There are a ton of books in there, and not just about astronomy. Come to think of it, I've spent most of my life surrounded by books.
I can picture that. I've been wondering, what made you decide to go to a military school? I mean, Thor's is a prestigious place and all, and graduates don't always join the military, but with your grades and how smart you are, you could have gone to any number of other prestigious schools. Why Thor's? Well, the scholarships were good at Thor's, but besides that, I figured that military matters were unavoidable here in Erebonia. Maybe it's just nationalism or our country's traditions, but martial issues have always been valued highly here. There's the history of power struggles and rising arsenals between the Imperial Army and the provincial armies. And there's our hundreds of years of conflict with Calvard. That's probably the biggest factor in our country being so wary. Personally, I don't like war, but I believe in this day and age, there won't be any avoiding it. Grandpa told me that if you want to find the truth, you have to look for it in both the good and the bad. I think that might be why I chose Thor's. At the core of things, like the military or martial arts, is power, no violence. Reads weird to me. Sorry, I probably shouldn't be saying things like this to someone who practices swordsmanship like you. Don't worry, I won't say any of this to the students. No, it's okay, I understand that feeling. But wow, fearing violence, yet trying to find answers by immersing yourself in it. That's not something you can do without the right amount of knowledge or determination. I'm impressed. I almost want to start calling you President Tawa again. Hey. Oh, I almost forgot. Look over there, Reen. Oh, that picture there. Is that you when you were younger? Oh no, that wasn't it. Sorry for prying. Honestly like to get a closer look at these though. Well, if you really want to, you can, but... These are your parents. Yeah, shortly after we took this photo, they got in an accident while traveling abroad. Wow, she's the same size as she is now. They were on their way back from an international academic conference in Crossbell when their airship crashed. See, I think I remember hearing that. Oh, and this must be the grandpa I've heard so much about. Yeah, I was Grandpa's little girl, so I was always with him. We went to museums together. Sometimes he'd sneak me into lectures. Oh, that's quite the childhood. Oh, this picture from the school festival. I've got the same one on my desk too. Come to think of it, this is the only picture we took with all of us together like this. Yeah, you're right. I have the one from graduation too, but I like this one better. Yeah, I agree. Oh, don't look at that one. That's from the concert footage from your first year you showed me, isn't it? It really is quite a bold costume. Green? Sorry. Huh. Is this from your first year at the academy? Yes, I guess I've never shown it to you. We took this picture back when the four of us were testing the Arcus. Angie and George knew each other from their time in Ruhr. Bro and Angie were always fighting back then. but all his jokes and his laid-back attitude were just to cover up his true goals. Yeah, maybe Angie noticed that about him from the start. Instructor Sarah taught us, and we'd help each other out when we were in a pinch. The four of us were each in different classes, but we became best friends regardless. Tawa. That's why I understand why you feel the way you do about Class 7. Here, this is what I wanted to show you. It's a gift from me. Give me a book. This is... After graduation, I asked Fidello from the photography club to make a little album of Class 7. He gathered up all the pictures taken by Rex, the other students, and the instructors. I thought this would be a perfect thing for when Class 7 got together again. Awa. Thank you, really, for everything. You guys worked so hard for over a year. This is the least I could do for you. Me, Angie, George, all of the other students and the instructors, even Crow. We all liked seeing Class 7 happy and smiling together. I'll make sure they all see this. As early as tonight, actually, provided I can get a hold of all of them, that is. I see. Well, I hope everything works out. Me too, though I'll prioritize our field exercises, of course.
You hear that, everyone? We're going to be starting our afternoon mission soon, so get yourselves in gear.
Crap. I knew I should have switched to stealth mode.
Damn, what's with this presence sensing crap of his? Maybe he's just good at sniffing people out?
If that's the case, maybe he'd be vulnerable to a little pheromone-enhanced perfume.
Why do they keep doing that?
Our apologies. We were coming to get you and heard your voice.
Yeah, we figured we shouldn't interrupt.
Oh, yeah? Well, I figured you two were getting hot and heavy in there.
Hot and... Ash!
Cut it out, you.
In any event, you plan to meet the others from the old Class 7 tonight, correct?
Well, we're stuck writing all our reports for the day.
Oh, well, no. Nothing's set in stone just yet, you know? You'll back me up here, right, Kurt?
Sorry, that's simply not possible.
After the commotion had settled down, Reen and the others said their thanks and left the Herschel's general store. They saw Tawa back to the field exercise camp and then set off to resume their special operations missions. I actually need to go back to camp. I think I found all the... No, I only found 2 mushrooms. I still need... Or... truffles. Well, I guess it is a mushroom. I need to find one more. Also, didn't they just say that we already said our goodbyes and then we dropped off Tawa? I don't want to see any dialogue. You sucker fools. By the way, it seems like none of the forces have been able to capture that unit yet. But they appear to be on the move, at least. They're supposed to be extremely covert. Understood. A little creepy. Yeah, we should try to collect more information this afternoon. Alright, be careful. Contact the camp if anything happens, okay? Be able to reach us while you're in the city. Understood. Thank you for your hard work. T.E. Do we have any more requests for the afternoon? Yeah, we just received some from the Imperial Household Agency. Really? Race course. Oh, someone's gonna be happy about that. Riding the Orbital Wave. The workshop on the main street. Oh, and Heimdallar race course. Oh, nice. You're awfully keen, Ash. Horse racing is a form of gambling in Erebonia, right? I must admit, I'd kind of like to try it, but I'm worried about those agents. We should search for information in the areas we haven't been to yet. Right, in that case, we should probably stop by Dreikel's Plaza. Dreikel's, the person who came up in Erebonian history all the time. Yeah, the lion-hearted emperor. He's also the one who created Thor's. It's the gigantic square in front of the castle we saw this morning. It's packed with tourists. I see, we should definitely go there. But Draco's Plaza and the race course are pretty far from each other. And how about we visit Draco's Plaza first? After that, we can stop by anywhere we need while we do the voluntary request. And then we'll finish up at the race course. Yeah, seems like the most efficient way. It will be a wise use of our time. Alright, we will now resume our afternoon special operations mission. Let's first head to Draco's Plaza, and then we'll think about what to do next. Once we finish everything we need to do, head for the Heimdallar race course. Understood. Dog. Alright, that's Tower 2. Alright, so I guess I can't turn in... Well, never mind. I only got 2 truffles. I was just talking about that. So forgetful. I want to finish the first day, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. Whoa. This must be Draco's Plaza. Yeah, this is the place where Osborn was shot and died. And then he wasn't dead again. Oh yeah, my theory about that is he might have had like a homunculus. I think that's what Millium and Altina are. I'm guessing that's what was giving the speech. Or, you know, he has a crazy ogre power and he just doesn't die like that. There are so many tourists here today. Well, this plaza and the Imperial Palace are the biggest tourist attractions. So this is Valflame Palace. I saw it from the station, but I still can't believe it. So the Emperor and Chancellor are in that big building. And that statue in the middle must be of Mr. All-Important Emperor. Lionheart Emperor, Emperor Draco. Well, let's look around as we make our way to Valflame Palace. You should take note of anything that catches your attention. I certainly will. Just gonna constantly say like, oh, Instructor Rean, you're catching my attention. Oh, Instructor Rean. Oh, Instructor Rean. Oh, Instructor Rean. This camera angle is quite fascinating. Alright. Uvo. Sabrina. What's up, Vivi? I was hoping to write something about the party, but I just couldn't get anything meaty. But I'm not so easily deterred. There's a story here somewhere, I just need to find it. Balds. Oh, stupid kid. Get out the way. You too, Roscoe. I'll make some waffles. Ooh. I'm hoping there's no, like, super secret hidden stuff. If there is, I'm not gonna find it. Well, 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 look who it is. Oh, it's Rean in the new Class 7. It's been a while, guys. Have you heard? The fishing exhibition is finally close at hand. It will be held on the first day of the summer festival. That's only 2 days away. Oh, so they decided to make it part of the festivities then. It's going to be held out on the highway. I usually fish alone, so I'm unaccustomed to being in a big group. I can't contain my excitement. Even if we end up facing each other, I won't lose to you, Kenneth. Yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. Tora is fired up about fishing as ever. For their sakes, I hope the summer festival goes off without a hitch. By the way, whenever we fish here, we make sure to test the water quality. Just one of the many ways the Lake Lord Company tries to give back. We can thank my brother and his Imperial Fishing Club for that idea. Did not want to activate this. Valflame Palace is really amazing up close. It's like a tiny little mountain. Including the spires, it's 180 arch high. It is without question the tallest building built by the Empire. However, it pales in comparison to Orcus Tower, which stands at 250 arch. You don't need to be nice to me or anything. You can really sense the history surrounding it. Yeah. Heard? I just noticed those guards aren't leaving any openings. They truly are living up to the reputation of the Imperial Defense Force. Oh yeah. I heard some people back at the girls' school call them that. Yes. Well, before, the Imperial Guardsmen from the Provincial Army used to be the ones who protected Valflame Palace. They were disbanded after the Civil War and replaced by the Imperial Army's newly founded Imperial Defense Force. Every member is well versed in 100 form military combat. The heck is that? It's a form of swordsmanship used by the Imperial Army. Yeah, I hear it's a combination of Arcade and Vander styles. Well, of techniques that my father and the Viscount teach, at least. I'm sure they're more than capable of fulfilling the role. Hurt. Oh, you guys are. Oh, sucker fools. Where's your homie? Huh? Why are you? Do our jurisdictions overlap? Precisely. Good day, members of Class 7. Sorry for interrupting your tour of the capital. This is part of our special operations missions. So you say, but it seems like you were enjoying a relaxing stroll around the Imperial Palace. It's already the afternoon. Will you be able to finish with such a slow pace? Well, we have our own way of doing things. Heard you guys have been doing a good job with your civic security activities. Where's the prince? And where is your instructor? The prince and our instructor had some business to attend to in the palace. We finished our assignments, so we came here to greet them. I see. You guys are quite the loyal lapdogs. Stop it. So how far along are you on your investigation? That is, if you wouldn't mind telling us. Yeah, sure, What a progress. I see. Interesting. I see. Got something to say to us? No, sorry. It sounds to me like you didn't accomplish very much. On the other hand, we picked up many promising leads this morning. By the end of the day, we should have plenty of actual results. Serves you right for wasting your time helping the community. What a jerk. So an outsider wants to talk about the importance of special operations missions. Excuse me, we were just stating the facts. With the current state of the capital, which is more beneficial, your actions are ours. That's a tough one. I admit it's not exciting, but it's not exactly pointless either. Hey, don't relent so easily. Hey now, let's all calm down. Class 1 has their way of doing things, as does Class 7. You guys can compete, but it's not a race. Besides, if we put all our eggs into investigating the spies, we might get blindsided by something else. Are you saying there are other threats? No, I'm just saying it's good to have multiple perspectives. Didn't you guys deal with the aftermath of the society in Northumbria? Well, I graciously accept your warning. Well done, Instructor Reed. I think I was getting too hot-headed. Multiple perspectives. Seems like things were heating up. Look at that opening they just left. They're not even watching. Prince. Oh, looks like they're doing a salute though. That's interesting. Better be on your best behavior. Looks like your master's here. They're not. It must be a coincidence to see you here. Prince. Were you quarreling? No, there were no issues. Seems like you've concluded your business. Yes, I wanted to take care of a few things regarding the party 2 days from now. Now let us recommence our civic security activities. Yes, Your Highness. Driving a little close to them students, man. Regarding the Calvardian squads, a They seem to be more skilled than we initially thought. If you encounter them, please be careful. That is all. Good luck. Oh, they got a car? Come on. We gotta walk. Can we take our motorcycles? What was that? When we want to go somewhere, we're forced to either walk or take the tram. Must be nice to be them. Come on, let's just do our best. Now back to our special operations mission. What do you want to do? The required request is at the race course. There's an optional one from the workshop on the main street as well. Looks like the situations in the other districts have changed since this morning too. Let's make our rounds again and then head to the race course. We gotta go all the other places. What's up, dog? Alright, you calm down. See that opening right there? That's a big opening. Look at this. You just let me walk by. That's an obligatory this sucker. Gotta pay better attention. Her name is Luna. And Lord Queen. Vivi run off too. Hey, what are you looking at? Whoa, wasn't that Prince Cedric? Just snapped the perfect shot for a big scoop. And you don't mess around. Maybe her nose is better than we thought. Your battle? Tim? Uvo? Inkababadabop? Okay. Let me check out the entrances real quick. I don't know which one's closer. I want to see.
Let's get going.
Go,
Or
go.
let me go to the cemetery. The negatory. Alrighty. So they said to visit all the... Well, basically the situation's changed everywhere, so I need to go everywhere to do my investigation.
Here I go!
Tap flow. Don't want to start that quest yet. I have a feeling there's going to be shenanigans. Oh! Let the battle commence. Been waiting my entire life for this battle. With Hershel's uncle. I will humiliate him in front of everybody. Oh, you got that OP witch.
Go easy on me.
That card is so ridiculously OP. I mean, just look at it. 4 damage. You can do 4 damage from the back for 3 mana. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Do 1 damage. That really be beneficial. Guess it protects my archer, so. Right, you're a jerk. Okay, not the card I was hoping for. I'm on the back foot. What's that? Like she got... Oh, that was a healing. Okay, problematic. Through there. I'm in the front line. Actually, I'm gonna use this opportunity. Back. Draw some cards. Oh, I was like, that did 3 damage, but I actually didn't know it worked that way. That's interesting. Since it was a heaven card, I did an additional point of damage. That was 2 more damage, but, you know, whatever. Is fine. Okay. So let's see. I have 1, 2, 3. No, let's do this this way. I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Excellent. Move up. At least it's not that ogre guy.
You got me.
That ogre guy is ridiculous. Give me the witch. Bucklefool. Ooh, I have all of the nadials. You gave me this one. Card that I don't want. All I'm missing is 2 masters. Probably the most OP masters of them all. Alright. Oh yes, there was something in Tawa's room. Oh, you have a 3-story house? Wait, what the heck? Oh, this is the... Wait, what the heck? What have you got here, Tawa? Really? Alright, I'm gonna go through these kind of quick. I feel like I've already read these. If I haven't, well... Be quick with that that pause button. The grandfather's room. This particular, I thought I haven't seen that one before, but not the case. 3-story house. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Go here. The Lake Lord Company. Alright. Anything suspicious? It was our chairman, Lake Lord 1, who established the Lake Lord Company. He's really quite broad-minded and is still very active. When he was younger, he was on a ship that capsized and ended up on a desert island after. No, okay, you're just telling me something for sucker food, sucker food. Sucker food monk. I'm gonna learn more about the other guys. No, help me out here. And saint. Anything. Whole lot of nothing. All right. Double check here. You never know. Okay. Just in case. We can still do this quest, right? Yeah, it's a medium. Need to find one more. Alrighty, so back to Vancouver. I think that's what I decided on. Vancouver. Alright, what you got for me, dog? Did you happen to see our request? Yeah, it had something to do with the orbital communication issues. Could you tell us what happened? Yes, it started yesterday. We started receiving complaints from the neighboring stores about some issues with their communications devices. Not necessarily broken, but they've been hearing some distortion. Distortion, I see. So it's not an issue with the hardware, right? Correct. We suspect something is interfering with the signal wavelengths in the area. So we're hoping to get some assistance in measuring the interference. I don't get it. So you want us to use a special device to take readings or something? Yes, we have some antiquated hardware. But your Arcus 2s, how do you know we have those? Should be capable of performing the same functions. Really? There's no documentation of that in the manual. It's a special function usually reserved for engineers. It was in our manual in military finance. Ida taught me how to access it, so I'm positive we can do this request. Alright, let's get to it. We need to use this function to find the cause. Yes, but we may need you to take readings over a wide area, so it may take some time. You're okay with that? Not be able to leave Main Street. See? I was right not to take this. Alright, show you the Arcus 2s. I see, I didn't know it had such a mode. Like a hidden mode just for engineers. Yeah, told us that already. The reading seems accurate. If the wavelengths become erratic, that means there's a huge distortion in the signal. Wow, the Arcus 2 has much higher specs than I expected. So jealous of you guys. It is pretty handy, but I guess it ain't capable of using the latest battle ordnance for nothing. We're gonna take the readings. It might take a moment. If we find anything, are we allowed to investigate? Of course, thank you. Like this guy could tell us otherwise. Let me move on, please. Don't talk about it. You're gonna talk about it. You're gonna talk about it. Alright, let's clean up this place. We just need to check all the doors around here, right? Yes, it's easy to measure the noise level. So just let me know when you want to check it. Let's make sure we're being thorough but efficient. The best places to take measurements would be in front of buildings and any strange spots that catch our attention. We'll take notes on the readings we get. Sounds good, let's get started. Alright, L2. Thanks. Letting me handle this. Normal. Slightly elevated. Yes, but it's picking up orbital cars passing by, so it's probably fine. Basil, you look suspicious. The 100's supposed to be the regular reading. Yes, anything significantly higher than that is abnormal. Trying to be thorough. Just never know, you know? $113. This is nothing interesting. Pretty stable here. $21. Well, high as a weapon store, Spanish a bit higher. They want you to think. Alleyway right here. About this stall? Looks suspicious to me. About this door? Plaza. Oh, 139. $152. Getting warmer. $197. What is this place? What's going on here? We finished our sweep of this area. Yeah, I think we got everything we needed. Locations with the highest readings were the Imperial Chronicle office was one of them, right? Perhaps we should pay them a visit. I agree, let's vow. Why'd you move me way over here? Warning, warning, intruder alert, intruder alert. Okay, here we are. Our readings were correct. There was an abnormality in here. I'll explain the situation then. This may be a serious issue. We should also report this to the RMP and Intelligence Division. It's just like an old radio or something, you know? It's something super simple. After that, Rean explained what happened at the Imperial Chronicles office. They split up and took readings of the communication wavelengths, mainly checking the inside of the building. There's a painting over there I don't recognize. There's some dirt on the floor. As a result, they discovered a high-grade listening device. It was believed that this was the cause of all the interference. Due to the nature of this matter, the issue was handed over to the RMP. Rean and Class 7 headed back to their client's workshop to report. Thank you. It was a listening device. Honestly, I'm having a hard time believing it. Yeah, these devices aren't sold to the public, are they? You're right, they aren't available to the public, but I have heard that that you can buy them on the black market. The military should also have access to them. The military? Wouldn't be surprised if they're used by the Intelligence Division. I wouldn't deny it, but I don't think these belong to them. But if the organization behind them is similar in scale to the Intelligence Division, there are many possibilities. Yeah, let's keep this in mind. Anyway, the RMP is going to take care of this, so let's continue with our special ops missions. Yes, sir. Something seems fishy. We should wait for more information. I will notify the buildings in the surrounding area too. Thank you for your cooperation. Odin gem. My dog. Oh. Well, I mean, my dog, but... Dog. This one. Strength and defense. Better than that one. Wow, Reen doesn't have the highest strength. That is a shocker. So much higher level than him. Other fantastic gems have we picked up? Lost Genesis. You might want to equip that on somebody. Fascinating. Getting a little tired. Almost 9 o'clock. Okay, so the race course is the last thing. Buttons. Buttons. I can feel the fatigue in my voice as well. Granted, you know, after 75 hours of reading back to back to back to back to back, you know, 14-hour streams, yada yada, you can start to feel some wear. Whoa, there's so much open space. Is that round building back there the race course? Yeah, the Heimdallar race course. A building with over 200 years of history. Pro and Angelica used to go there often. I've always wanted to go there, just didn't think my first visit would be like this. Is that the off-site betting area? You can watch live broadcasts too, right? Seem to know a lot. But just so you know, minors can't bet on the races. What? Those are the rules. However, you can still go in. What's the point? What is that white building in front of the race course? Villa Solil. It has facilities like pools and baths. It's a salon that Imperial citizens have enjoyed for many years. Well, that sounds crazy nice right now. I understand how you feel, but we don't have time for that right now. Save it for after the summer festival starts, as long as there aren't any hitches. What a cheapskate. Hey, have you two forgotten we're on special operations mission? I don't think we'll be able to gather enough information. Yeah, so we're gonna get backup from the guild in the intelligence division. Now, let's go to the race course. Understood. After the field exercises are over, would you like to go to Villa Solil with me, instructor? Hey, stop that. You say never misses an opportunity. Villa Solil. You know who can bet, though?
Let's go. Sure.
There
I'm
you
up.
go. Riding glove. Jockey Mishi. I think that's the last one that I'm missing. Oh yeah. They removed the accessory that he had. I unfortunately do not remember. Oh, it was this. No. You, sir, are suspicious. Godor. You, sir, have a suspicious name. Mandatory request is from the manager of the racecourse. We should bring it up with the receptionist. It might take a lot of time. We may even take all of our time. Yeah, we should do everything, blah, blah, blah. Please note that all day one side missions will finish. Oh. And I am not done. There must be mushrooms somewhere else. Could be in camp, I guess, theoretically. Seems extremely doubtful. Especially considering that I don't see one anywhere. And, of course they wouldn't be in here, but, gotta be thorough. That was the principal. What is she doing? Gotta stand guard. Watch over the place. Who else is gonna protect? Well, everyone. Beat the Steel Maiden after all. Okay. Go here. I wonder if one is like in a shop or something. So I didn't see the quest inside to turn in. Come to think of it. From Sandy. Medium. Did I take the chance that it'll... But I have time? Try something real quick.
Ready to go.
Could be a monster drop. I'm guessing it's a purchasable item.
Looks like a real tough one.
We can go all the way back to where we fought that monster. I don't believe there's anything there, but... No. Play it safe.
My turn!
Alright, let's check the shops. Go ahead and buy that. I can craft the thing at some point. You know, my best guess is it's a shop somewhere. That just happens to sell one. bit of money. Or boutique. Oh, upgrades. Oh, well. Obligatory life is hard. We're starting to get into the big upgrade zone here. Come to think of it, I think I lost some agility. Or evasion, I mean, yep. 5%. Lot. Ooh, but we got extregas. So when we got those, exactly what I needed. Also, I'm going to be building Reen that way. I should give him the counterattack one. Except his range is not very good. Biggest issue. Alright, please, somebody. Buckafu Kid. Somebody, anybody. A weapon shop. I have never been in here. Look at all these super expensive weapons that I can't afford. I have a law and punishment. Sarah, what are you doing? Okay, no luck there. Frankel's Plaza only had one shop, like some ice cream stand or something. We'll check it again. A Vesta Street. General store could have something. Negatory. I'm assuming it'll be a key item. Yeah. Fishing bait. Alright, I'll check the inn. Will be the last place I check. Alright. I'm gonna take a chance. It's a side quest, so it's not the end of the world if it goes away. You know what? I'll just turn it in now. just turn it in now. You know what? Actually, I will go ahead and look up this one side quest. I'm choosing to do this. Just want to know. Oops, do that. I just want to know, like, if it's legendary. Alrighty. Alright, so looks like it's gonna. I have to wait. So, Banlaba. So I can hold off on that. It is 9 o'clock at the moment. 3-hour stream today. Boys could use a little bit of rest. And there's probably going to be shenanigans after I do this quest. With no opportunity to save, so it'll probably take like 30 minutes just to finish it. So I think I will end it here for today. Tomorrow I will return at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific to continue with some more Trails of Cold Steel 3. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Peace.